That right there is 200 kilos of potatoes. It's a crop that we have chosen not to grow the last 2 years. Instead, we have bought this in bulk like this from a farmer that we know, the farmer that sells at the same place where we have sold some produce before. And I love this because so many people always say, hey, I cannot afford this kind of food. These here are potatoes, locally grown. They are not organically certified, but we know the farm. They do not use any chemical fertilizer. They're great people. And we pay a fourth or less of what organic potatoes cost in the store. So these 200 kilos of potatoes, which will feed our family till next year, we spent $160, 1,600 crowns on it. That's how you do it. Buy local, directly from the farmer, get to know the farmer, you build relationships, you support a person, you are an encouragement to them, you get good healthy food, bam, that's it. So guys, think about this. One of these 25 kilo bags of potatoes, you could have bought 5 bags of potato chips for that in the store. Think about that. Who doesn't have money for this food? Good apples. So, we lost our entire harvest of tomatoes towards the end of the season now. We would have had one more big harvest. Now temperatures are back to normal, but we had this really cold air. And yeah, these tomatoes taste different. They taste yucky. But it's okay. We see a lot of tomatoes here still hanging. You can kind of get an idea of how much we lost. But that's farming, that's life, that's part of it. Now I'm prepping the greenhouse for the winter, and I'm going to do something different this year. Usually we just have the chickens in here. I'm going to take down all the tomato plants now, and then I'm going to build something in the middle that the pigs can be in. So our male pig, Mango, he will be in here, also walking on a deep bedding, and then we'll have our breeding pig, our sow, that we will choose. We have 3 pigs, 2 will become sausage and 1 will keep for breeding, and she will also have a different section here, but she won't go in here yet today. So let's get started. One of the things that I try to do in everything here is to try to work as effective as possible. And a big part of that for me is to try to avoid unnecessary or extra work. So while this will never look perfectly like a garden magazine greenhouse, that is not my aim. This is a productive greenhouse. We sell things, we produce a lot of our own food here, and my main goal here is efficiency and to make it work financially. So, well, all I do here now is to just drop all these plants, put these ropes up, and I leave it. And the animals will do the rest for me. It'll look a little bit like a war zone for some time, but who cares? The animals don't complain, and they actually have something to do. They're busy. I keep all these plants, the carbon, the nutrients, all of that here in this deep bedding, and that's what I have to do in order to make this work. I would spend so much time, so much hard work trying to make this nice, trying to make this perfect. This greenhouse would stand empty all winter long. Here in Sweden it's half the year if I didn't have animals in here. So it really makes sense to think in those terms if you want to make this doable. Benny. Move, buddy. Need to be able to walk here. I've had a cold all last week and I still feel extremely weak from it. And this is very heavy work. This thing weighs a lot. Yesterday I went into the wood to chip to produce some wood chips for the winter bedding, and I started to feel really sick from my cold, so I have the same now, but I have the fence post in the ground. So this area is where the pigs will go. Just mango now in the beginning. Then I will divide it and have the female pig, the sow, with the piglets in the front area here. And the chickens can go around and run through. They're fast enough so that the pigs can't catch them and eat them if they have a zone where they can retreat to. The last 2 days were the first days where I thought I could work again after having a cold, but I did quite hard physical work and I started to feel quite sick, so I had to stop. And I'm gonna tackle this more now. The pigs will dig these out, maybe not the first day, but eventually they will dig them out. Though I will do a physical border with boards, I will also put an electric wire at the bottom so that the pigs don't rub against it. Otherwise, these fence posts, they're gonna be gone. These pigs are super strong. So what I'm gonna do here is that there will be an electric wire that'll go all around here. Use a few of these spring gates. That's what I call them. I have no idea if they're called spring gates. What are they called? Fjädergrindhandtag in Swedish. Anyways, I'm going to build an electric wire around here with these so I can move them, but I'm also going to have some physical barriers. These gates up there, I can hang buckets on there, the chickens can sit on there, and here I'm going to put 2x4s or something horizontal so that the little piglets later in spring can run under and use the entire greenhouse. But I don't want the big mama papa pig to be able to reach to the chickens.
he's making it so the chickens can make the compost good and keeping it out of the cold in the winter. And they're gonna eat all the bad rotten tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff. And we can make a pigs there and tiny pigs there for mango. Can we watch it?
Okay guys, that's it. I just finished putting an entire wall here with poultry netting into the greenhouse. I finished this wire system here. I'm gonna have to put some boards here and do some final cleanup tomorrow. But then the chickens can go in here. I'm gonna try to keep the pigs out a little longer because they're a little more complicated, more work. The longer they're in here, the more I have to handle their manure and add wood chips and so on. But I'm really excited about this because every spring you can't wait for the animals to go out on pasture because it's just that time. You have had the winter of rest and things are growing. You can wait for the eggs to get this dark color from the grass. But now we're just tired. After the summer season, we're really excited that the time has come for the animals to go into their winter housing so we can rest some more, so the chores get easier and so on. So really excited about this and for the animals to clean up all of this. And stay tuned. I will keep you posted on this process, and there are lots of other videos coming in the future here, and we're getting closer to us being able to air the website we're working on and some other really cool stuff for you. I'm gonna be airing a book that's about making homesteading work in a financial kind of way where you can create extra revenue on your homestead, and I'm really excited to share that with you all. So thanks for watching and bye bye.